Hello everyone, welcome back to another video here on the OmathaCraft Season 4 server. This video is episode 31, and in this video, currently starting in front of the build I just made in the last one, which is the storage silo. All I've done ever since then is added the roof, as you can see right here. And yeah, that's pretty much it. All I did was add the roof, and I think we're gonna need to add a whole lot of lighting. So let me see. I don't have any torches on me right now. Let me just get down here. Let me go to sleep first because I don't want. Okay, orange pineapple decided to go to sleep. Then thank you very much for them. Okay, let me check my chest. As you can see, by the way, some of my chests have went missing because in between the videos, I'm pretty sure I said in the last video that after that one finished, I'm gonna start working on like distributing all my stuff into the storage silo and actually organizing it and all that. And I've already started that. I've got my wood chest all set up. I've got a whole lot of stone and stuff. All went like a whole lot of chests just went into the storage silo, and slowly but surely this place is gonna be neat and tidy, and all my stuff will be sent into the storage silo where it's safely deposited and neatly organized. Anyways, I wanted to get some torches real quick, or maybe actually let me should I take some torches or lanterns for some lighting on the roof? For the sides, I know for the walls I don't really need any lighting, as like mobs can spawn on slabs, but on the roof there is about like I think there's a ring of slabs where it's like on the top face, which is I'm pretty sure this one. So mobs can spawn here, so I think I'm gonna put in some torches, or should I put in some lanterns? Let me put 2 of each and see how good both of those look, and there we go. Yeah, I don't know why that took me forever. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the torches, to be honest, this time, because number one, the torches aren't actually going to be visible from down below on the ground, and number two, it just makes sense, I guess, putting torches on wood poles slash fences. Yeah, I think that makes the most amount of sense. So there we go. The roof is now the roof is now lit up, and no mobs can spawn inside here. And if I go inside, I haven't done any decoration over here. I said that I was gonna turn this into some sort of living quarters, but I decided against that. Well, I didn't actually decide against it. I didn't have the time to think about it and actually work on it. So yeah, this is still in the thinking process. And if I go up a layer though, yeah, I've been quite busy. I've filled up this place with chests, though I haven't filled them all up just yet. I filled these chests in mostly. The top chests aren't filled in, but these chests include all my stones. I've got normal stone, I've got cobblestone, some more cobblestone, I've got andesite, and just every single type of stone are gonna go inside here. And I'm gonna leave a sign over here saying stones with an S, stones with an S. So like all sorts of stones go inside here, and if the space isn't available for me, I've always got the layer above here, and you can turn this section into stones as well. And this section we have right here is for netherrack. Now I was quite shocked when I realized that my netherrack supply isn't really as much as I thought, and I put in all these chests. Turns out all I needed was 1, 2, well, not that, 1, 2, 3, and yeah, just 3 chests worth of netherrack, and that's actually a pretty big shock, I'm not gonna lie, because netherrack is something you get an abundance of. Like, you get stacks upon stacks of, you get chests and shulker boxes and everything full of netherrack. And considering that I have three chests worth, I feel like I feel like I'm not like the hoarding kind of guy. I don't keep stuff with me often. Anyways, this section right here is now my shovel section, where I keep all my shovel and this chest is just full. It's just basically all the stuff which can be instant mined with the shovel, so including sand. Concrete powder isn't going to be included in here because I'm gonna make a section for that over in the top layers, or maybe in some of these double, so maybe like we can have this and this all can be for concrete powder and concrete and colorful blocks. And then yeah, I'm just gonna basically figure it all out at a later time. For now, let's get into today's video. Now in today's video, you might have thought I'm going to be working on this build right here, which is going to be the barn. But I'm not going to be working on that just yet. I'm actually going to be working on that in the next video. For this video though, I'm going to be working with these guys. I'm going to be working with villagers. You might have already know that from the title of today's video, but I'm going to be working with villagers, but I'm not gonna be working with them just yet. No. First of all, I need to go to Barry's base over the fantasy district and get myself the villagers he owes me, because I'm pretty sure there are villagers over there which I can take, and I'm gonna take 2 of them because he owes me them, because I helped him like fix his super smelter. So he said, well, you can take 3 villagers, because I already bought one from him, and now he's giving me three for free, and I already taken one, which is that guy, and all I need now is to get 2 more, and then I'm gonna get on with today's video, which is basically just going to be all about villagers. The villagers have safely arrived home, my home, their future home, and each one had decided to take a profession of their own. This guy decided to be a weaponsmith, and this guy decided to be a cleric, but I don't really care, because, well, I'm not gonna trade with them in this profession. So yeah, I'm just gonna be waiting for them until they lose their profession. Well, I'm gonna force them to lose their profession soon enough, but for now they're gonna stay in here. I'm not gonna put them inside little pods like these 2 farmers over here. And this guy, did this guy restock and still sells only carrots? I want this guy to sell carrots and potatoes, so this farm gets like I could get maximum emeralds from the farms underneath me. Anyways, so the reason I don't want to mess with these guys and put them in pods just yet is because I'd like to get on with part 1 of today's video before finishing part 2. Well, this is I don't actually really know how to describe this. So part 1 and part 2, I guess part 2 should be done before doing part 1. I don't really know how that works exactly, but I'm just gonna say that first of all I need to finish up with part 2 before finishing up with part 1. And part 2 includes a giant dig. And as you saw right there, yes, I did turn on haste 2 for my beacon, and I'm gonna start digging from within my beacon. But first of all, I need to know my boundaries. What my plan is to make a gigantic area underneath my base, underneath your town, and have it so there are many entrances. As you know, there is an entrance to an underground area over here, as you know, if I press the button, and someone seems to have broken it. Wait a second, let me remove the block. Yeah, there we go. So there is a hidden entrance over here, which is I'm going to really towards this gigantic area. I'm also gonna have, as you know, I think you know about this, I think I talked to you guys about this, but in this first house right here, the first house I made, there is also this trapdoor right here, which is gonna have the same thing, but via a button right here, and then the trapdoor will close after me. So that I'm going to do that as well. And as time goes by, and while more and more buildings come by, I'm gonna have even more hidden entrances. Now I told you about 2, but the others I won't tell you about. I'm gonna keep those a secret to myself, and these 2 will be locked in at some point. At some point, maybe when I'm unaware of people coming through, I'm gonna be locking these 2 entrances and only keeping the secret ones, which I'm going to keep to myself till my grave. Yeah, I'm gonna close them and keep the super secret ones to myself, like open, because, well, no one's gonna know about them except for me. And the reason I want to keep this place locked and safe is because it's gonna have a whole lot of treasure. No, not exactly treasure, but it's gonna have a whole lot of stuff which only the owner of Magma Town may know about, and that includes a furnace array, includes my flower farm, and includes my stuff I'm gonna do with the villagers. Yeah, that's big treasure which needs to be hidden. So without further ado, I say we need to get on with the dig now. I just said I want to check out the boundaries, but I didn't. All I did was just say nothing of use. So the boundaries is on the this side 529, negative 529, and on this side is negative 231. So let's say negative 231 and negative 529 in the chat. I know these guys are gonna be really confused, but I'm not gonna be confused, so I don't really care. And then on this side we're gonna have it, so the boundary is till the corner. I'm just gonna break the leaves, I don't really care that much. I'm gonna replace them later on in this, and then 151 minus 529, there we go. I know these guys are probably going, what the hell is this guy doing in the chat? And I'm just noting down some coordinates, you know, like you usually do. And then I'm gonna go over to this corner. Now this corner is a pretty weird one because we've got an indent here, and I did this on purpose just for aesthetic kind of purposes. But this is now classified as having two kind of like three corners, and one of which shouldn't be made. So I'd say actually let me make this corner right here. First of all, let me take note of this corner, and this one is a circular kind of one. So yeah, this is gonna be kind of weird. So what I think I should do is, I think I have a plan for this. So I think maybe if we dig through the center right here, so, or maybe toward, like, yeah, I think from the center, keep digging towards the center of Magma Town over here, and then have the rest of the area dug out in a future time. So for now, we're just gonna have half of Magma Town dug out underneath it, and the other half is just gonna be plain stone. So yeah, that's the plan for that. And let me just take down the coordinates of this. It's gonna be negative 488. There we go. Without further ado, I'm gonna get on with the digging. And the dig is finally done. Half of my base, well, the underground bit, half of my base is dug out from like under it, about three. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Half my base, half the laboratory is done. Sorted. Half the laboratory has been dug out, and the other half is gonna be dug out in a future video. And it's this half right here, from here and towards there. But for now, this area is gonna be enough for my plans. Now I know this isn't the most beautiful area, I am aware, and I'm not gonna be decorating it just yet because first of all, it's not fully dug out yet, so decorating it doesn't really make much sense since like it's gonna be out of sync. So first of all, I need to know the whole area I'm working with, then I could get working on decorating this area. But I'm actually I'm happy with how it's looking for the time being. I know at some point I'm gonna be coming into this place and like, oh my goodness, this place looks hideous. Anyways, now I'm gonna leave that to a future time, the digging and decorating of stuff. For now, it's time for me to get on with what I want to do inside this gigantic area, and it has to do with number 1, 2, 3, and 4 villagers in my base. Now these 2 villagers are gonna stay right here, so it's gonna have to do whatever I'm gonna be doing down there is gonna have to do with number 1 and number 2. And this is gonna be quite the pain because number 1, I have to remove these guys' profession, and number 2, I have to get them down there safely. And I think I know a way of getting them down there safely, and it's just basically, I think it's in this chest right here. Yep, minecarts. I've got a whole lot of minecart trails, power trails, and a whole lot of minecarts as well. So that's a way to get down there sorted. And now all I need to do is actually find a way to get them inside the minecarts and send them down there. Okay, that was weird. For a second I thought this guy lost his profession. I think I'm losing my mind. Anyways, yeah, as I was saying, I'm gonna have to make a easy way for these guys, for this guy and the cleric guy over there, to get into the laboratory. And as I said, no, the first villager, these 2 villager farmers are gonna stay in their place because they're gonna be the first official residents of Magma Town. Yes, these 2 guys are gonna be official residents of Magma Town. They're gonna be roaming the land very soon, not anytime like soon, but they are gonna be roaming the lands of Magma Town very soon. But for now, they're gonna be able to enjoy the sun. Well, they can't really enjoy the sun as it's not directly hitting them, but they're just gonna stay on the surface for the time being, and they're gonna supply me with emeralds. So that's their job, and these guys' job is, well, I think I should probably say, but I should have said from the beginning. I'm gonna be breeding these two guys. Simple as I'm gonna be making a villager breeder, and the villager breeder is also going to count as a carrot farm, carrot slash potato farm, an automatic carrot slash potato farm, which I'm going to be working on today as well. Hopefully, if these guys breed properly, because I'm gonna need 3 villagers for this, 2 which are gonna do the breeding, and 1 which is gonna help one of the guys who is doing the breeding. No, actually, I'm gonna need a whole lot more. Okay, so first of all, I need to make for these guys a manual breeding chamber. Then I'm gonna have to automate it, and then I'm gonna have to make another branch where I'm gonna be putting like the place where carrots and potatoes are gonna be automatically farmed. So basically, I'm gonna need more villagers than I currently have available to me. Mission accomplished. The 2 villagers have successfully been delivered into the underground area of my base. I have made this temporary little kind of manual breeding area, and as I said, I've gotten these 2 villagers inside here. These 2 that used to have the weaponsmith and the cleric professions. I have successfully also forced them to lose their professions, because, well, they don't really need them where they were heading, and where they are now they don't really need their profession. So I forced them to leave them, and I've also forced them to breed them. I'm a really nice president, and I know it. Thank you very much, forcing my town citizens to do what I want whenever I want it to. Yeah, that makes me one of the nicest presidents out there. Anyways, so that first part is now done with. I have manually bred these 2 guys, so I can now successfully make a villager breeder, an automatic villager breeder. And if I do that, I'm gonna get a whole lot more villagers. Now, if I do that now, while I wait for that guy to grow, I'm gonna start getting the materials to make a villager breeder, so I could get another villager. And that villager, well, I need 2 more villagers. 1 villager is gonna help make actually I need 3 villagers, not 2. I don't need 1 nor 2. I need 3 villagers, 3 brand new bred villagers, baby villagers, which are gonna grow up, and then I'm gonna give them their jobs, not specifically professions, jobs, and they're gonna help me sustain my daily life. So I actually, maybe I could actually, one of those guys I have already traded with, and hopefully this guy has the trades I want. Nope, he's still only selling carrots. It's gonna take me forever to get the trades I want, is it? You're not as generous as this guy, are you? You're a terrible fraud. That's what you are. Progress on the automatic villager breeder is going really good. I'm actually quite proud of how well I'm doing right now. This isn't the first time I build a villager breeder, by the way, keeping that in mind. So things going in the right direction is quite expected, and I absolutely love it. I love the feeling of everything going in the right way, especially since the last couple of episodes were really big failed, except for the last one. The last one, episode 30, was a pretty good video, but like the videos before that were pretty big fails. Anyways, now all that's left for me to do is get a few more water buckets. I need a whole ton more torches, because I need to light up the area as well a lot more, and I also need myself a hoe. So yeah, the hoe is for like hoeing down the land to plant down my crops, and then I can finally remove actually I cannot remove the farm just yet. I can't remove the carrot farm just yet. I'm just going to take a whole lot of crops from there, and I'm going to keep that for now until I get some more villagers bred in. Now I haven't been breeding these guys anymore, as these 3 have now finally grew up, and I can use these 3 to start breeding. So 2 are gonna do the breeding, and 1 is gonna be the farmer. The farmer is gonna supply 2 of the villagers, the 2 other villagers with carrots slash potatoes slash whatever I put in first. I think first of all I need to put in carrots, and on this side right here I'm gonna have it so there is another villager over here, another villager, and this guy is gonna get carrots from the farmer, because the farmer is of course the most generous person. So he's gonna give off carrots to a couple of the villager couple, which are going to be breeding, and he's also going to be giving a villager which is sitting right here the carrots as well. But little do they know is that there's going to be a minecart hopper, a hopper in a minecart, not a minecart hopper, a hopper in a minecart in between them, and that is going to suck up all the carrots which the farmer throws to the other villager, and I'm gonna be able to get all those carrots. So that's how you make an automatic villager breeder and an automatic carrot farm. Anyways, I'm now gonna go back to the working on this thing, and hopefully I'll be back to you guys once this is all done with. And after a really long time, I tried counting how many reallys I said there, but I think I'm just gonna leave it for the editing for the time being. Anyways, after a really long time, I finally got this thing done with. Finally, all complete, all done with, works, and I'm 100% sure it works, even though I haven't seen any villagers yet. I have made this little area here where baby villagers are going to land, and this is just a simple Impulse SV designed villager kind of thingy, villager breeder, and I pretty much explained how this thing works, so I don't have to go by it anymore. But yeah, it's finally done, finally made it, and now I've got myself infinite villagers, which I'm not going to be using for trading just yet. Well, I might not use it for trading at all, because many people use villagers for trading, so everything's pretty much there for me to just spend my diamonds. But it's always good to not spend my diamonds, since I'm always the poorest man alive. Say that while I'm looking at my emerald beacon. Poorest man alive here. Now I would love to, I say that from my heart, I would love to add the carrot farm module over here, where I can like get infinite carrots from this guy, but sadly I have run out of time, and also I cannot wait for these guys to produce some babies, because this auto breeder only gives out 12 babies per hour. And calculating that real quick, let's just say 60 divided by 12 is equal to 5. So I get 5, wait, I get 1 per 5 minutes, is that right? So 60 divided by 12 is equal to 5. So I get 1 villager every 5 minutes, and that is pretty good, but I'm not gonna sit here waiting for 5 minutes, because I've got other things I need to do. So I think I'm just gonna stay AFK here while these guys breed, but I literally have no more time left for today's video, so time to sign off. Time to sign off today's video. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to leave a like, also consider subscribing, as that is greatly appreciated. Also, don't forget to follow my Instagram and the OmathaCraft Instagram, names on the screen. And for now, farewell lads, I'll see you guys in the next video.